One more time. Ha! It's a good day.
Hi.
It's a good day.
It is a good day.
Why is it a good day? Why you think it's a good day?
Technical difficulties, guys.
You tell me why you think it's a good day.
Well, I spent time with my grandma on her 80th birthday.
Her 80th birthday?
80th birthday.
You sure that was 80?
Yeah.
So that's what's up. So we got 80th birthday going on. So that's cool.
Cheers to grandma.
Man, that's excellent. Healthy.
Yes.
Looking good.
Walking.
Vibrant.
Talking.
Yeah, all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that was good. That was good.
It's a good day.
So give me the highlight. What was the highlight of the trip for you?
Her smiling on her actual birthday. And just
those
spending
pictures
time
was
with her.
nice,
I know,
man.
we did take shout out to
Like
Korean.
your sister, the whole fam. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
So it was good. That was my highlight. Little rocky flight. That's all right.
Oh, well, you made it through. I didn't know you didn't tell me that part.
It wasn't like rocky, but you know, it's a little turbulence.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit. Try not to think about stuff like that, but
because you got to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to do this. Is there a way to get rid of that? No, that's just what it is.
Get rid of what?
The bars there. No.
Excuse me.
We don't have to do it. I'm just maybe. Okay. Well, anyway, we'll keep it moving. We'll keep it moving. So what I have to do is I have to get better at reaching out to the family because you just had a trip. You was with the family. We have to get closer. I see a lot of disconnect with people that call me and their families, and I'm trying to see where the biggest point of the disconnection is coming from. But we need to see if we could bridge that gap, close that, get closer.
Mm-hmm.
It's too much of a distance. Excuse me.
We are way too connected, but yet so disconnected.
Right. So we have these platforms where we can do these type of things, and at the end of the day, we're very, 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 very disconnected. Mm-hmm. So now you can call somebody for weeks and they don't pick up because their phone is off. You know, you might be an elder or something like that, and you can't get in contact. Or you could text, and then people say, "Oh, I didn't get it," whatever. But back in the day, once we set a time, that was the time we were going to get together. We knew it, and that's what it was. It was very rare that you would go reach out to somebody 5 or 6 times to talk to them and couldn't catch them. Mm-hmm. That was rare. Even though we just had answer machines or beepers, you know what I mean, like that.
But y'all were less connected, but more connected.
Absolutely.
It has flipped.
Absolutely.
It has flipped.
So it's like the illusion of being connected. Mm-hmm. So we have these platforms like this, but then we're further away from each other. Like, so somebody could watch this video and make an assumption about who you are, what you all about, how you think, how you move, when, you know, that could be further from the truth. But this is not who we are. You know, this is just what we do. You know, this is like maybe, you know, 30, 40 minutes, maybe an hour out of our lives. And then somebody will think that they're connected to you from that. Right. But now the people who know us, you know, I would like to see what they, you know, like it would be nice to have them in a studio audience and they watch one of the shows and then they explain to people what we mean about, you know, when we say certain things and who we are. So yeah, that was just being connected to the family. I had a shout out to my man Ace. Ace's birthday was yesterday. My cousin, he turned 5,063 yesterday. Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. He is way wiser beyond his years, and I'm gonna put a shout out to Ace. You know, so it was his birthday, and I hope him and the family's good. I know they had a good time, so I just want to put a shout out to him on that one. So now we can get to the show. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yes. You're in a time machine. You're going back to the first.
I feel like I was in jail.
Father. You can go back to the first father-daughter relationship. What do you think the first problem that the first father and daughter had in the beginning of mankind? What do you think it might have been? That's a lot. I know it's a lot.
Communication.
I would have to say.
It would have to be
along them lines.
And then it would have to be work ethic. And then it would have to be like endurance.
What you mean?
Honestly, you know what? I'm gonna take that away.
Endurance.
I think the first one would be emotions.
Oh, and right, because no, we didn't know nothing about that, right?
Yeah.
Like he didn't know his daughter was gonna be on whatever she was on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, back then, hey, we didn't have all of these added things in our food. So their chemical imbalance looked a lot different than our chemical imbalance.
So what do you think the
It was
chemical imbalance is bigger today? What do you think we dealing with?
the different hormones
Okay, right. So the
are
hormones
fighting
affect
against our natural
your
hormones.
biological, physiological makeup. Right. Okay,
Yeah.
got you. I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right. Okay.
What do you think the first one was?
Communication, some kind of way.
Yeah.
They were miscommunicating or misunderstanding.
It's
like
been a couple times.
Because we still there now. Like when
a couple times I walked out the house and the door got slammed accidentally.
It was a draft.
You know
how drafts. You know when you walk out the door and they be like,
outside.
"Yeah, y'all know what it is." I didn't do that. I would not ever do that.
Oh, I'm talking about me.
Oh, you talking about when you slammed the door on me? Oh, I thought you were saying because I slammed the door and put you out too sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right. A little love tap push. You know like the 5-finger touch.
I wait till you leave. Your heel is across the threshold, and I just be like, yeah, that's it. I've done that. I wouldn't say this because see, you be trying to move. You're not trying to stand around because you don't like to talk to me when you get mad. So it's easy for you to get. I don't have to put you out. You leave. So
I don't. Yeah,
that's cool.
I don't like this.
No, you don't want to stay around. So yeah, we ain't cool like that.
And now I have an outlet. I have somebody that I can go to their house.
Yeah.
Without it, I can just be like, I'm coming over.
We love this guy.
We do.
Yeah, we do.
We do.
We got to do it. We got to do a show about it. Like we just got to do that. A B show. Yeah, we got to do it. That's my.
Shout out to my jewel.
Yeah, that's a good.
My little gem.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you in a time machine. What do you think the first father, his biggest mistake was with his daughter? His biggest mistake. What do you think a father would have done?
Assuming she was him.
Assuming she thought like him or she was like him?
Yeah.
Like, okay, I get that.
Sorry, y'all, for my faces.
No, that's
I think in the beginning, before we knew the difference for real of male and female.
Okay. The feminine and masculine.
It was one person.
Right. We thought everybody. Right.
Everybody
I got
was
you. Right.
And not thinking that my daughter is not me. Probably was the first. Yeah.
Okay, so we still in the time machine. We going back. We back there again. When do you think? By what age do you think the first father and daughter? When the first father knew his daughter was in control, what age do you think she was when he said, "She in control"?
First, we're still speaking about the first father daughter.
Way back in time. What age was she when he figured out? Oh, she.
I'd have to say 4.
4 years old,
because that's when they know how to walk, they know how to talk, and that's when they get really curious.
Right.
So then that put him in a space of I need to be more alert.
So So
4 to 5. Yeah. Ish.
So that would be interesting because like now we know. Like I talked to a lot of guys.
Ms. Rita said at her birth.
Oh, I don't think he knew that.
Yeah.
But no, Ms. Rita, thank you for that.
Yeah.
I don't think he knew that much.
Yeah.
I don't think he was that in tune back then, but yeah, because I think like what you said, I think he thought that boys and girls were the same back then. So I don't think he could differentiate and understand that the female got more power than the male.
And then life was different back then.
Oh yeah.
Everything was
different. She needed more attention. Because the little boy probably tried to run off, and the little girl was just sitting there, and the little boy kept running. He kept having to go get him. The girl run, he got to go get him. The girl just sitting up there, and then we're like, okay, so a daughter, when you cleave onto your father, like when I came home from work, and the way that you used to hug me, like when you talking about you can't cut a check, you couldn't pay a father.
Yeah.
You couldn't write a check and say you could never. Once he gets that feeling, for him to never feel that again. You couldn't pay him for that.
Right.
There's no amount of money you can give him for that. Like that feeling is just like, it just releases all of the anxiety and stress that you had. and then you just, hey man, this is my baby, and this is why I do what I do. All right, so coming up, you grew up in a barbershop. You grew up in the Clipper Dome. Like, how is that?
What is that?
Okay, how is that different? Like, how different is that environment? Do you think for you than it was for most young ladies? What was the positive and the negative for you? You think with that?
What were the positive and the negative,
Yeah.
or what was the difference?
Pros and the cons, and how you think does that separate you?
I got a cheat sheet.
Okay.
And when dudes thought that they played me, I already saw it coming. And then the cons were having to sit there and listen to it and not say certain stuff to women when they were talking. Because then it would seem like I was above than or better than or what was someone use the word jealous? Because I've heard that a couple times. And it's not that. It's just I just have the facts. Like I've literally heard it from multiple men over 10 years say the same thing. So it's not me coming off as snooty or opinion. Better than. Yeah, it's like
you just know what it is.
Literally facts that they are telling me. So and it's funny because after I have a breakup or something or a situation ends, I really laugh because it's like I saw all of this coming. And I knew your moves before you knew your moves. I just allowed you to do that.
There you go. Right. Because you want to see how far they was going to take
exactly. So it's like, and when I get emotional, it's like, well, I thought better of you. Because
I was hoping you wasn't like everybody else.
You weren't like
everybody I was like, he ain't going to do that. He was like, he ain't going to do it. And he did it.
And he did it. Times 2, 3, or 4.
Right.
So when, people come back or they say, oh, you taught me so much and I tried to tell you in the beginning. I don't know what to tell you. But those are the pros and cons. I get the cheat sheet, but I can't share it without getting scrutinized.
So what
about the girl code? What about the girl code?
Well,
what about the male code, the bro code?
Well,
why are we not paying attention to that?
Well, the women who probably say that don't even know that there is a male code.
Right.
So that's probably why they don't, they said they were talking about the girl code. Mm-hmm. What is something that you learned in the barbershop that has nothing to do with nothing, just one of your memories that's a staple in your life? Something that you learned or remember from the barbershop that stands out big time.
If you don't think they want to be physical with you, they want to be physical with you.
Right. So if you think he's not attracted to you, he is attracted to you.
No.
Okay, wait.
If he tells you he doesn't want to be physical with you, I'm going to use the S word.
Okay.
He doesn't want to S you.
Right.
He probably does.
Okay, so he wants to get close.
Yes. And I'm not talking about male and female like friendships. I mean, like if you're dating someone and he was like, "Oh, I'll wait."
Right. He really don't want to. That's game. Yeah. All right. That's the biggest. Okay. No. That's
I mean, that's a big biggest, but
no, that's big.
Another big one is the things we like, they don't like. Like I was, and it's crazy because it came back full circle. I was having a conversation with my coworker. And he was saying, I said, oh, I think I want to start getting my lashes done. And he was like, why do women do that? When have you ever walked by and heard a man say, oh man, bro, look at her lashes. I'm finna holler at her.
Yeah.
So the things that we like are not for them. It's really for us.
Right. Or other women.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, for us.
So those two are the big ones.
Okay.
Everything else I heard all the time. And it's kind of just like, or when I would be forced to sit in front of guys and my dad would be like, well, tell them about your situation. And then I have to hear the real, and then I'd have to break up with him in like a month and a half because he did exactly what they said they were going to do.
You heard other people tell you what I told you.
Yeah.
They didn't know we had those previous experiences.
And then he'd be like, well, it's okay if we talk about it. We already talked about it. So I'm here now. We might as well already talk about it, okay? Yes, it's okay if we talk about it because everybody in here has already talked about it.
But look at the consistency of that.
Yes, it's good.
For
it's
them not annoying. To know.
It's just annoying.
But it's unadulterated truth, though.
You ain't the only one, and he probably doing blah, blah, blah. And then it happened, and I'd be like, well, I got to let you go.
Because you're doing it. Like you're doing exactly what they said you. They don't even know you. Mm-hmm. But they was you. They were you. They are you. and that's what it is.
So I have a question.
All right.
Piggyback off that.
Come on.
When most times when people break up with people, do you think they're giving them the real reason?
Most times,
Yes.
I think yeah, 75%. Yeah, I think they telling them why. Yeah, and I think the signs were there. If even they shouldn't have to tell you. A lot of times, if you're paying attention, you
Right.
know. Like yeah, most times you know.
And usually people's reaction tells you that they know. Well, I kind of messed up. Yeah, you're right. Shouldn't have did that. Or I saw this coming. Because I hear a lot of times when girls end relationships, we don't really tell them the real reason. Like if it's, his machinery, we might be like, oh, it's just a bad time in my life. I just can't
like how
handle
you
it.
did that. Look at that. You grown
I'm
so
really
much.
smart.
Machinery. Y'all, did y'all see how she did that? His machinery.
I'm really
that's good.
I tell people all the time, I'm not as dumb as I look. And I say that to my guests
don't be
at
stealing
work.
My stuff. Stop.
No, I said that before.
But okay. I was trying to take credit for that, but
don't.
I know you got it.
Everything past 1994, I own.
Okay.
Run me my check,
That's
like you say. Run me my check. I'm still looking for it.
Okay, I gotta go with you on that.
That's funny.
I gotta go with you on that. So, okay.
I own the rights to all of that. Whatever happens, whatever they say to him,
you're right.
Whatever he says to you,
I'm trying to come back.
It is from me mine. Okay.
I'm trying to come back.
Just know and love that fact.
You said something I was supposed to.
The machinery.
All right, right.
You might say it's not a good time in our life. We having family issues or it's personal.
Right.
Instead of just saying it's because
ladies,
I'm not happy.
I'm gonna have to go there.
Don't really go there, but go there.
I'm not going.
But I mean,
okay,
whenever you inhale like that.
Don't be trying to. You don't know me like that.
You finna go there. So
no, for real. No, when you said machinery, you put me like you set the precedent. Okay, so that was cool. I like that. Okay. So, ladies, you have to talk to him. Here's the thing. He knows there's a machinery problem or an operator on the machinery or the machinery malfunction or a piece of the machinery that doesn't work. He knows that because he's not getting the necessary outcomes. He's going to the barbershop. He's talking to his brother, his cousin, his father, his uncle. He's hearing his stories and he's saying, that don't never happen for me like that. Just like the ladies, you know the outcomes. You don't ever get the guy to buy the whole table of drinks. If you that chick, when you go out, sometimes some chicks go out with you so they can get a free drink because they know somebody gonna get you in the club for free or they're gonna buy y'all drinks. So there are women that know that they're not gonna walk up to her and buy the whole table of drinks because she is who she is. So it's the same thing with the fellas. Ladies, he knows that there's a machinery problem. Now, he might not want to admit it. He may not know to the level. He might know 20%, 30%, 50%, here's 100. Right. He knows that something is wrong.
Or it could, and not to just lead with that, because that's not the only reason why women break up with guys.
Yeah.
It could be disrespect. And she might not know how to articulate the disrespect. Because I've had a situation here previously where he was very disrespectful. Not 360, because it wasn't 360 disrespectful, but he tried it multiple times. And
he tried to do disrespect.
Yes.
Okay.
And so because of who I am, I don't come for people. It's not in my nature to be mean, to degrade you.
We got Miss Rita. She came in.
Yeah, she did. She came over.
Oh, she on both. Yeah. Okay. We don't like her.
So
we never liked her.
Instead of saying you are an a-hole, I'm not doing this, they might make an excuse. Because it's how y'all save us from certain things, we save y'all from certain things.
Absolutely.
It's an ego thing.
Without a doubt.
Because it has been sometimes I've talked to dudes in the store just because he literally mustered up the courage to do it. And I'm not that girl to just not talk to you because I know you probably mustered up the courage to talk to me and I'm not gonna dish you. I don't like when women do that because I've seen it like, why would he talk to me?
So if women don't like rejection, why do they do it so often?
Because we're not held accountable. People don't call us out when we do stuff like that.
Okay.
We get away with stuff like that.
Mm.
So I've been around girls that said, and I'll say, you don't know who that man is. That man could be an IT specialist. He could be the next blah, blah, blah.
Oh,
you
yeah.
have no idea.
Yeah, you don't know.
You know? So you taught Corinne and I to treat the janitor just like you treat
That's
the CEO.
right, the CEO. That's
Everybody.
right. You never know. You never. Because, hey, most janitors most janitors
become CEOs.
or CEOs were janitors.
Yeah.
They started somewhere. Yeah. Most people didn't start off at the top.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
we gotta start calling each
Look at his character, ladies. Yeah. Judge his character. Don't judge his job.
Right.
Look at does he work hard? Is he willing to get to the next level? Is he putting himself around people who can make it happen and help him progress his
is he
in his field? Right. Is he that's resourceful? Yes. Like you got to look at those other those intangibles.
Yes.
Yeah. Look at those intangibles.
Also maturing. Stuff that you say you weren't going to deal with and you end up dealing with.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Whoa. You need to talk about that. You need to go into that.
Let me talk about my life.
There you go.
Anybody
I'm talk about my wife after that. She's going to get on the grill
that's
tonight.
Close to me.
You understand?
Anybody that's close to me and knows me, and this is, fellas, this is nothing personal. This was just a personal trauma.
Is it true? Talk about it.
So in my younger adult life, you know how you would talk to certain people. The lighter hue black men would reject me and not deal with me. And I probably knew because it was a skin tone thing or whatever, or I wasn't going, all that kind of stuff. But hey, Tata. Oh, you're in trouble, by the way.
Oh, definitely don't like Tata.
You are in trouble.
We're going to do a Tata show. And you better stay there. Don't leave. Because you need to hear all of this. Never liked you. You ain't called.
It's okay. No, we're going to continue. She knows exactly what we're talking about.
I'm back.
Yep. You are in trouble.
So
anyone, it's okay.
She family.
She knows she family. It's okay. We're going to continue.
Okay.
Because I'm going to get a text message or a FaceTime after the show is over.
I know it's coming. She laughing right now.
I know she is.
Yeah.
Or she probably threw the phone and walked away. So... anyone that genuinely, she said, hey, LOL, I'm doing hair, watching, don't embarrass me in front of my client. She said, don't embarrass me in front of my client.
You lucky we ain't there. Do more than that. All right, come on, let's go.
Younger me, the lighter hue men, black men, I wasn't anti, but I was like, that's just not who I see my future with. Because I'm used to dating taller, dark-skinned, bigger dudes. That was my That was it. That was my category.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, "Love y'all." Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you love,
you won't later. You better love us now, because you won't after this.
So, it was like the criteria. It can't be certain something. And y'all, that's literally who I'm with.
Right.
My man is literally light skinned.
That's right. And you said I ain't doing that.
And my dad knows that. And when he saw a picture of him, he was like, this. I was like, yeah. And everyone that knows me that is close to me has literally scolded me for it. And I will say growth. Because I've even told him, if you would have caught me 4 or 5 homecomings ago, I probably wouldn't even have said anything to you. But now I have life experience. I look for different things in a partner in life. You just learn to grow with things that are intangible. He has so many qualities that you cannot buy.
Right.
Especially in our age now, in our generation.
There you go.
It ain't there.
A lot of intangible.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So just the growth. Be careful what you say you're not going to deal with. Because you probably going to end up dealing with it. And you're going to be happy that you're dealing with it. That's my
because what's the alternative is really
exactly.
So if you don't deal with that, what is the alternative?
Mm-hmm. You're going to deal with it some way or another. Like my dad likes to say, it's all going to weigh the same.
It's going to weigh the same. It's going to be in different areas, but the weight is going to weigh the same. Mm-hmm. It's going to be 10,000 pounds of feathers or 10,000 pounds of steel. 10,000 pounds is 10,000 pounds. I don't care how you put that. So, my wife, she said,
don't talk about my stepmother
I'm going
in
to
this
do
way.
it. I'm finna do it. So she said
she wouldn't approve this message.
No, she would not. But
she gonna call on baby Jesus.
She's not gonna approve. So listen, she said, I don't like guys that smoke. I smoke cigars, y'all. I smoke cigars. I never acted like I didn't smoke. I never tried to act like I wasn't gonna smoke. I smoke in the house. And she said, I'm not gonna be around a guy that smokes.
I'm not dealing with it.
And then there you go. So now I've been trying to get rid of her with the smoke, y'all, and she won't leave. The smoke dissipates, but she's still here. I'm trying to get rid of this woman. She will not leave me.
Won't go.
That's right. So that's it. So, but no, for real, y'all, just don't never say never, right? Because you will evolve, you will grow. Like my daughter, I'm watching her grow. Like it's like we talking right now tonight, and I see her growth just in the conversation. When she said, you said his machinery. Like that, I ain't never talked to her about nothing like that. We discussed things, but not like that. Yeah. And she put it in a way where it's tasteful. It could come on the channel. Yeah. We could put this out here. People can enjoy and laugh at the show, and it could be a family thing because that's what this is about. The next generation conversation is about family. It's about community. It's about not competing. It's about complimenting. That's what we do. So, watching her, just hearing her say that was growth for me. That was a lot.
We gotta also tell y'all how far we've grown.
Yeah.
Because there was a holiday. It was I remember it specifically. It was Thanksgiving. We were in Huntsville, and everybody had a couple drinks in them. Mind you, a couple people there.
You was at the other house.
Yeah, a couple people there was having drinks that said they wasn't gonna drink no more, or wasn't never gonna have a drink.
Right. Just some people. Right. Yeah. Some people. And now what do those people do?
And now they rush to get their wine to get a drink.
No, they ask you as a bartender to teach them how to make the drink.
And they asking for a drink.
And they said never.
Not a drink, y'all. A drink.
What? Listen, I wish y'all could see what we can see right now. This is hilarious. Y'all.
Yeah.
See, this is the kind of stuff we have a million hits. Yes. If y'all can see what we see right now.
There was a conversation about the difference between why do we think Black men date outside their race?
Oh, somebody, okay.
And then I brought up the subject of where the sun don't shine. So there was a
in the places where the sun don't shine.
Yes.
Right.
I'm gonna have to leave it alone because my mind is not being tasteful. So I'm trying.
I'm gonna say because I could articulate that for you. So when people are want to get close, closer than close.
It was a specific reason why one of the reasons why they don't date.
I can go into it. Like it's research. I can tell you.
But no, my example was a specific reason.
Something okay.
And then my dad, it's not here nor there. He just glitched when he heard me explain.
Somebody remembers something that I don't. There's two people know something I don't.
And I guarantee you, when we get off the show, he gonna be like, I checked out because I could tell he wasn't there.
Well, okay,
because it was coming from his daughter.
Whenever you talking about sex, I'm gonna check out. Like I'm not.
Vice versa.
Right. I'm saying I ain't gonna be like, what happened? Like, no, I'm gonna be like, you never did that. I'm gonna deny it. I'm gonna say no, it never happened. It's not gonna happen. It's impossible. That's it. Yeah.
I just want to let the people know that
we have
grown.
We have grown. We did.
We have grown.
Yes. We both.
I don't ignore him as much.
you have ignored me?
I don't ignore him.
You have ignored me before?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
There's a lot of conversations I've sat in. Yeah. You've asked me to repeat.
And then what happened in 5 or 6, 10 years later?
That's what I'm saying. I don't.
Then you got busted in the head, and now I'm laughing. Yeah. What did I tell you about your? What I tell you about your 10-year reunion from high school?
It's coming up. It's gonna be faster than I think. And what it's gonna be?
What? Coming fast.
That's next year.
Really? Look, see? It seemed like it was just like that.
Shout out to everybody that actually comes.
That's what's up. And a lot of people ain't gonna come. That's Trust me. Because life plays strange games. you know, for different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll say this: I told her, I said, all of the young ladies who was getting all of the looks, all of the attention back then, those are probably going to be the young ladies that won't show up at the 10-year reunion, because when you peak early, life plays, life does what it does.
Yep.
And now the young ladies who wasn't getting the looks, or the nerds, the dudes that the ladies thought were nerds, now these guys are the CEOs. They are the managers, the district managers, the area managers.
Dentists,
Yeah,
doctors.
they went to school, they did their thing, and they straightened it out. And so now the people that you overlooked are going to people that you look for. That's why we say never. And we said that earlier in the show. So it's going to be very, very. I'm probably going to sit outside her 10-year reunion. So when she walk out, I want to hear it immediately, because I'm going to be outside laughing the entire time, because I waited 10 years for this day. So I'm probably going to me and my wife going to be sitting out there. We probably going to get some food, and we going to watch people go in.
B
it's going to be hilarious.
So,
it's going to be hilarious for me and her. We're going to be laughing. So when you come out, she probably gonna walk past us and don't act like we ain't sitting there.
Do little hands.
We're gonna follow them wherever they go, because I like we gonna follow them, because this is gonna be hilarious.
I want to hear it.
No, you don't have to. You already heard it, because I told you 10 years ago. There you go. That's okay. We're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna wrap it up on that right there. We want y'all to take this. We want you to test this. We want you to try this. Take it to the barbershop, or take it to the hair salon. Take it to the job, or take it to the church. Remember, you don't have to like it, believe it, or understand it. Sometimes you just have to respect it. This is the Clipperdome Chronicles. Thank you.